What's up, everybody out there, man? I got a special guest on with me today, um, Mr. Chris King. Hey, man, how you doing today, Chris? Man,
Hey
wonderful.
man, I'm doing good, man. It's a dope experience, man. Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, and before we get started, man, I gotta play my theme music, man. You know I gotta play my theme music. I don't know if you knew, but I gotta get to the theme music. So we gotta do that before we even get this thing rolling. We got to do that. Uh, so here we go.
Listeners, y'all know what time it is. Chill, chill, chill. It's time to chop it up. Chop it up. Chop it up. Hey, hey. It's time to chop it up. Chop it up. Chop it up. Hey, sports, sports. It's time to chop it up. News. Chop it up with KJ. Podcast. Chop it up. Chop it up. Go ahead, tune in. Go ahead, tell a friend. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. News know we got the latest. Sports talk, we the greatest. Stay in tune with the street. With politics, all the beef. Hey, chop it up. Go ahead and turn this up a little bit. Chop it up. Put your podcast, chop AirPods in. Chop it up. Turn your phone up. Chop. Whatever you're doing. Chop it up. Sit back and enjoy this podcast with KJ. And now to the host of the show. Give a round of applause. KJ.
Hey, boy, Chris, if that don't get your blood running, boy, I don't know what to do. Hey, boy.
What that dude?
Yep, that's Duke.
Okay.
Yep, that's Duke. Yeah, MC Low, man, Monticello, man. I tell you, I say, man, if we represent each other, man, we got enough around there, man. We could do big things around there, man.
Absolutely, man.
We could do
Absolutely.
big things around there, man. I say, hey, support somebody you know, man. Hey, I hit him up. I say, man, Duke, man, I need the intro, man, for my podcast. He say, man, I got you. He hit me back about 2 days. He had that song already.
Okay, that's dope.
But yeah, man. But everybody, how y'all doing out there today, man? This is another great show. We'll chop it up with KJ. We got a special guest, like I said, Chris King on here today, man. We're gonna talk about basketball. First of all, I want Chris to come out and tell everybody that I know a lot of people, a lot of y'all on my Facebook know Chris King, but I want him to come out and tell the people that don't know him about how he grew up and a little bit by himself.
Oh yeah, man. Born in Tallahassee, but born and raised in Monticello, man, in Shady Lane, man. North Side, shout out to North Side, man. Um, small country town, man, where um, your friends and stuff like, man, we had to figure out stuff to do because it wasn't a lot to do in Monticello. So, man, we would, we'll go make a baseball field up to Florida Power, play football. They turned it into a football field. We'll go down to the park, before they built the basketball courts and all that other stuff, man. We play football down there, and we'll go to the elementary school and play football against the boys from Shepherd Quarters and stuff like that, man. It was just, I don't know, man. Just it was love growing up in a small town. It was all the old people, they looked out for the younger people. It was a community in that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna say it wasn't no violence and no crazy stuff, but it was rough. It was definitely rough, but like I say, it was love at the end of the day, man. Like I said, you will literally have older people call your house and they'll tell you, I seen Chris over here. I don't know if y'all know he over here, but
Yeah.
people looked out for each other. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So it was that
Oh
type of
yeah.
environment. But yeah, I wouldn't change it for the world, man. It definitely molded me to the person I am today, for sure.
Man, that's let me tell you, I know what you mean, man. Especially the times that we was in Monticello, man. That was some good times, man.
Hmm.
Um, at the elementary, at Howard, and it was some good times back then. Like I tell people, man, it when we went to because I think we was one of the first classes with I think we started going out of town for eighth grade trip, wasn't it? What eighth grade trip? We used to go. We went to. I think we
Yeah,
went to Disney or somewhere. I forgot where it was.
Yeah, it was a lot that, like I said, like I tell people all the time, like from where we from, like it wasn't a lot of stuff in the town made available to us, but it was people like at the Boys and Girl Club. Like we used to have to go to Thomasville to go swim in the YMCA at the pool. Like
Yep.
we literally had to go to Thomasville to go swim, and with Kids Palace and all us daycare centers, they would literally take us out of town just to go swim because it was
Mhm.
literally nothing to
It
do
was
in Monticello.
it was
Nothing.
nothing to do. It was nothing to do.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, and that's I be thinking about that YMCA, man. I'm like that. Why if that YMCA one there, man, because a lot of stuff we did at YMCA, we had little parties at the YMCA for us. Growing up, we had parties on. I forget what was Friday night, I believe it was.
Oh yeah. Oh, you talking about the Boys and Girl Club? Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, at the
yeah.
Boys Girl Club. Yeah, they
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
have.
Boys and Girl Club was the spot. That was the team.
Yeah,
That was the first teen club.
yeah. Hey man, that Boys Girl Club. You come around there, that light on, man. You already knew what was up.
Oh, absolutely.
You, but yeah, man. But Chris, hey, I already knew. I know how you came up, and we went to school together, and
Mhm.
but yeah, man, I be seeing you. I want to get to you and your son, like because this is what I tell parents, like unless your child, because I see too many parents. I coach track and football. I coach more track now than football, but I just see parents push kids and push kids, and they really don't want to even do it.
Mhm.
So for me, watching your videos of you and your son out there, I could tell that your son wanted that more than you, but that just puts more into you to push him. Now, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Push him to greatness. But I just see too many parents that they didn't make it in high school or make it in wherever, and they just trying to go through their kids.
Mhm.
And I just feel like that hurts the kid at the end of the day. But I like I said, I could see you and tell us a little bit about your son because I see it in him that he wants to be better, not because you want to play basketball, but I could see that he just want to be better. He want to be the best in basketball. I could just see from the videos.
Yeah. So it's funny. I had made a post probably like in like he probably was like 6 or 7 at the time. I said, man, I really want my son to play basketball, but he too interested in saving the world right now. Like he wanted to be he wanted to be every superhero or whatever. But as a parent, you want your kids active, so you're gonna put them in different sports. So put him out in baseball. He played it on one season. He wasn't really feeling it. He put him in basketball, and he was like, "Yeah, I want to do this." Football, he he didn't want to do it at all. Like he didn't want to do it at all. But basketball, he liked it at first. It was something to do whenever he wanted to do it or whatever. So if he wanted to go out the door and actually play a sport, it would have been basketball. But after he made the team as a sixth grader. It was him and his other kid that was on the sixth graders that made it, and he sat the bench the
I
whole
think
year.
I think I remember you talking about this. I think I
Yeah.
remember seeing you talk about this.
Yeah, he sat the bench literally the whole year, like just like at how we used to have the fifth quarters and stuff in football.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
would have the fifth quarter in basketball at his middle school, and he sometimes wouldn't even get in the fifth quarter. And this was just 2 years ago, and he came to me after the season. He was like, "Dad, I want to start next year." I said, "You sure this is what you want to do?" Because my homeboy Brian Harrison told me, he was like, "Your son gonna come to you when he ready." So he was like, "Don't force him and all that. He gonna come to you when he ready." And he literally had that conversation with me. He was like, "Daddy, I want to play basketball." He was like, "I don't want to sit on the bench." So I was like, "Well, we got to train. We got to do this. We got to get better. You got to be able to handle the ball. You got to be able to shoot the ball and all that other stuff." So we took it from the ground, literally start dribbling in the garage every day. Start getting in the road, and we'll go to the park and all that other stuff. And the next year he started, became MVP, and then we end up going to transferring to a better school where now we play a national schedule. We're a national middle school, and And we go to DME Academy, we went to IMG, whooped all them or whatever. So now he's 8th grade playing. Well, he played JV basketball last year as well in the 7th grade, but now he's 8th grade playing JV ball and practicing now with the varsity. Got practicing like 30 minutes. But
hey,
yeah,
them 30 minutes gonna go a long way. That's gonna help him out a lot. Working with the varsity guys. But man, that's what it takes right there. That's when you know. That's when you know he wanted it. When he like you say, because you talking about your homeboy. He play? Where he play? Did he play football with you?
Brian Harrison played at Leon, man.
Leon. Okay, I
Yeah,
remember. I
he
remember.
Brian
He,
one of the best guards.
oh
Yeah,
yeah. I remember him.
he's one of the best skilled guards of our. I always say him and Dante Guinea. That was that guy, but them boys was
I was
ahead of their time.
I was just about to say Dante. I was that guy when Dante was about to graduate because
Yeah,
I remember they played Jefferson with Hannah, you Nars, all y'all was there.
yeah.
When they played Hunter, and I was that guy with them. But
Yeah, I was at Florida High that year.
okay, you was at Florida High. Okay,
Yeah,
I
I
got
went to Florida High that year. Yeah,
okay.
me and Dante never faced on an actual school game. We always played against each other like in the summers and stuff. But yeah,
Man,
but
Dante, Dante was
when
one
he
of
went, yeah, I always joke with him about when he left Guyby. It was fun up there on Tharp Street. Boy, we whooped them boys bad.
yeah, man, hey. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember going to the game because that's what, like that last year with Dante, because that was the first year Jefferson ever played though. I believe it was. That was the first year that they played, and they came to Jefferson. And,
Yeah.
Yep, they came to Jefferson. I remember that because you already know at the Jefferson game back in the day, man. If you ain't getting up by 8 o'clock, boy, you standing on the side. You standing at
Oh shit! It was halftime of the JV game. If you ain't getting that by halftime of the JV game, especially our senior year, yeah, you was definitely standing up.
Yeah, you standing up, man. That's one thing about it. That's back when Jefferson, we the sports and everything that stuff was rolling in, man. And you had at Jefferson they still come out the stuff, but it ain't like it used to be. Like it used to the football games, everything used to be packed. Like you couldn't go nowhere. You knew Jefferson came out. But
yeah, but I see people all the time talking about they be saying like, oh, the school don't have support and all this other stuff. But I'm gonna tell you something. My 9th grade year, I remember we was at Rickards, and Rickards gym was packed. I'm talking about packed. And I remember I told Coach Graham, I said, man, I wish our home games were like this. And Coach Graham he literally said, all y'all got to do is win. He said, people gonna come out. And I tell people all the time, like, you can't really tell people how to spend their money. You feel me? So, and people not coming out the game to see you get whipped. So the grind starts with the team in that locker room. So once you start winning and become successful, you ain't got to ask people to come out. They're gonna naturally come out. That's why homecoming was so big last year, because they were successful. They were successful, and everybody want to come out. That's just the way of the world. People want to see a winner. The only people I don't give no excuses to are the parents. If your child is out there participating in a sport, whether they're good or bad, you should be there supporting your child. But everybody else, everybody else, it ain't no excuse. Like it ain't no excuse. Like, yeah, the people down the street, you can't tell them they should take all work to come see your child play, and they lose. They 0-10. But you should be there regardless.
Correct. And that, and it'd be crazy because just me coaching, like seeing the kids actually, doing the sport at a high level, but actually coaching and seeing how many parents don't be there is crazy to me.
Absolutely.
It'd be crazy to me. And then half the parents, they drop their kid off. They won't know what they participate in. They drop the kids off, then they come to pick the kids up. Then they come and ask you, "Well, what my child doing?" Well, come see what they doing. Like,
yeah, yeah.
Come see what doing. Why you asking me? We have practice 2 or 3 days a week. We have practice. When the track meets are, and they don't come to the track meets. But they'll drop the child off and come pick the child up. I'm thinking to myself, so your child participating. They're not coming to watch somebody else participate. Your child is about to participate today. And only thing they wish is that their mom or dad was here. They looking at these other kids, mama. And another thing about that too, Chris, the kids that their mom and dad are there, they're some of the most ungrateful kids it is.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's crazy. Like, you got some kids that, they'll ask you for a ride home. And this was probably my most shocking thing once I became a coach. Like, because you actually become more than a coach. You become an Uber driver.
Yeah, you become everything.
You gotta, you would find yourself spending money doing stuff for kids, and you'll go drop the kid off at home because they need a ride, and you get there and there's 4-5 cars in the yard.
Yeah.
Like, and you'll be like, damn, your mama no home. They'll be like, yeah, she ain't gonna get up and come get me. Like, they'll literally tell you their parents just not gonna do anything to come. And that's like probably the most hurting thing, because we had this one kid. We was like, we had a last minute game because we had a national team and a regional varsity team. So sometimes the national team would be like, nah, that team not good enough, so they'll let the regional team play. And so we had to call kids, and I called the one kid. I was like, hey, we got to play tonight, and he was like, yeah, y'all gonna have to come get me because my daddy say he ain't finna get up and take me to the gym. And they live like 5 minutes away, bro.
I know that's how it be, man.
It's sad.
And it be sad because it really be sad. Like, this one situation, man, at the track. So these parents was already a problem with us. So this day they tried to send and we ain't let it happen. I told Coach, man, we ain't let that happen. So they order an Uber to come pick their kids up. I say because every day these kids are always the last one to leave. Every time. Whether they mama or they daddy come pick them up, they always the last one to leave. Just like that person at work. That person at work always come late. You can count on it. You can count on it. So this day we just sit there. We was like, yo, your mom and dad ain't coming. They was like, they ordered us an Uber. I say, what? I say, come on, man. I say, what's your mom and dad? I said, we got the mom and dad number. We told them they got to come get them, or somebody take them and bring them home. We not letting them go in the Uber. Come on now. And these kids, the girl was 10 and the boy was 8.
Dang. Yeah, that's crazy. Them babies.
How you think this is okay? But that just tells me you done this before.
Oh, absolutely.
You done this before. But whoever it was before, they'd accepted that. I'm like, man, we ain't letting them kids go in the Uber, man. Them kids barely know where they live at. You talking about sending them in the Uber, man? Come on.
Right. Yeah, that's sad, though. Yeah, that's sad. Yeah, and that's the thing, as a coach, and you have a heart, and you're a parent, so you like, I can't allow this to go on. Like, I'll bring them home, man. Like, because it's at the end of the day, if you're not gonna be responsible for making sure they're safe, I will.
Because I couldn't live with that. Them kids, I see them on the news or something. Uber driver, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, I just don't understand it. But like we talking about, like, when you start coaching, actually coaching kids is different, especially young kids. It's really hard. You have to really be patient. You can't get mad and real quick with younger kids because because their attention span is real. You got about 2 minutes. 2 or 3 minutes. You better let them know what's going on.
Yeah.
And try it out.
And that's the thing, because like when you first sign up to do it, your mindset be like, I'm about to coach, train. But you end up being way more than that. You feel me? It's so much more to the job. And you think about when you was coming up, you start having more respect for the people that, coached and trained you, because now you see really what they went through in our era. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember Coach Graham sitting up at the practice talking with me and ours about life. It was just he became more like our counselor, like another dad for us. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, he didn't have to do that. So it was more like, you know, when you get old and become grown, you start, you know, you reflect on that stuff and you be like, dang man, it's like he could have really been home with his kids, with his lady, all this other stuff. But no, he spent the extra 30 minutes, an hour talking to us, you know, because yeah, we going through stuff as teenagers, you know. We had questions about stuff and, you know, something
Oh
that we
yeah.
might not felt comfortable to talk to our parents about. We would literally talk to him about it. He would pour his heart out to us, telling us about his mistakes coming up and be like, I don't want y'all to do this and stuff. Like that was stuff he didn't really have to do, but he did it. And that's why we close with him today.
Right, man. That's the same thing with I know you probably heard you might I know you had hear the name, but man, growing up going knowing stuff through track from Coach Forbes from Garvey,
Hmm.
man. Coach Forbes, that man, he always give me always some word of encouragement, man. Like I still to this day I go back to the Garvey track meets. Because '03 was the first, we was the first ones to run on that blue track that Garvey got.
Hmm.
But man, I know exactly what you mean. Talking about having somebody there to let you know, to help you out. Cause that's just like when I was the head coach at Jefferson. Man, it was crazy how many kids. Cause I wasn't supposed to be taking no kids home. You know what I mean. I wasn't supposed to be doing that working for the school. But
Yeah.
man, I had to drop off two or three kids. You know, cause either like you say, they could live 5 minutes down the back. But they ain't coming. My mom ain't
No.
coming,
Mm-mm.
and I'm gonna tell you they ain't coming. You sure? They nope. You can call them. They ain't coming. And it was crazy. That's how I knew kids didn't want to go home. That's how I knew when it was bad because kids used to they'd rather run sprints or whatever I had for them to do extra. They'd rather do that than go to the house.
Yeah. Yeah, because once you start showing kids love and stuff, they naturally gonna gravitate to you and them kids will run through a wall for you. You feel me? Because now they be like, oh, this man actually cares for me. He saw we were hungry and he got us something to eat without us asking. And they just become part of your life and they show you that they grateful for that. You feel me? So yeah, instead of going home, yeah, I'd rather do extra drills with Coach KJ because I know, man, he probably gonna take us to the store or something after we leave here or
Right,
whatever before he drop us off at the house. You know what I'm saying? Like little stuff like that mean the
right.
world to kids.
Yep, and I be telling people time is more important than money with a child
Oh yeah, all day.
because I tell people, man, hey, because I used to listen to like when I had my son, I used to listen to like his young kids. They'll tell a story that their dad took them to the store and give them some bubble gum, and that's like they that was the big story of the day. Like they so happy that happened,
Yeah,
and like you say, man, the time you put that time in with them. I don't care how much money you got. You could be broke, poor, a bunch of money, whatever. Because I think a lot of people feel like, man, these guys with millions, and a lot of these guys don't grow up with their kids at all. A lot of, you know what I mean. These guys don't even,
yeah.
they don't build their kids at all, and
And
some
what you
they
got? And
go
what you
ahead.
got to remember, and what you got to remember too, like growing up as kids, you got to put yourself back in the mindset of God. You kids don't know if they're poor or whatever. They
Right,
they really don't know. It's just life to them. Like I didn't know half the struggles my parents and stuff went through to make sure that I had until I was old enough to realize, like, dang man, mama buying me Jordans, and I knew she really couldn't afford it. Like once I got that age, but when you a child asking for that, you don't know that your
right.
mama can't afford it. You feel me? So
Hmm.
like you say, time is definitely way more important because now, granted, you need money now, and because these kids different. I just was bothering my homegirl yesterday. Her child lost a tooth, and he asked for the new Madden. Boy, we got $1.
Hey, boy, you were lucky to get it $2.
What?
Man.
I'm talking about he left a note for his mama for the tooth fairy. He said, "Hey, instead of money, I would like the
Oh
new
no!
Madden."
Oh no!
I
Oh
was like,
no!
boy, my mama would have took that note and wouldn't have been nothing under the pillow.
I'm
You
about to
feel
say
me?
now you ain't getting nothing. Now you ain't
Right.
getting nothing.
You
'Cause you
able to
tried
tell
now.
me what you want.
Yeah, you doing too much now. You doing
Right.
too much. I'm cutting. I'm gonna rip this up, and you gonna be looking for that for $1 anything.
Right. I'm just hoping for that $1 so I can go to the candy lady in the project. Boy, listen,
Man,
what?
I tell people, man, they just don't know how far $1 go back then. Man, I get 2 bags of chips, and I get me a lollipop or man, I get
Oh
a bunch of
man, I already know my order
bunch-
when I go to the candy lady. I'm finna get me an icy. Finna get me an icy cup. Get me a pickle. And I'm gonna get me about 20 chews because they wasn't but a cent. Chews was just a cent, boy.
man,
I'm
them
gonna get me
shoes.
a
You might
pickle and
come out.
probably a cookie.
Man, you go to what's the what they used to call it? I think they just call it laundromat. The laundromat right there across from the YMCA.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was the laundromat, but Mr. Brooks ended up buying it. But yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Man, shoot, you going there, man, you have a whole bag of chews, just like Mr. Lee. But Mr. Lee, you
Hmm.
don't have to fuss with Mr. Lee.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Mr. Lee had the best juices though.
Yeah, he got that
Had
TGE.
yeah. Yeah, he had the best juices in the county. Big. Mr. Simp had some stuff in there too, cross town, but you got it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
got it. Yeah, my daddy used to go to you got it to get skins. That way you
yeah,
go
yeah.
because they had all the different flavors of the skins.
Yeah,
Hmm.
man, it was different. It was different. It was like you say though. Yeah, these kids are different, and the kids now. Like I say, you got to be you can't be hard. Like we used to get talked to. You can't do that to these kids now. Like they can't take it like we had to go. If especially stuff some of the coaches, some of the stuff I done heard said, man, all right.
Yeah, that's the growth I got to do as a coach because how I was coached is definitely like man Graham would have been in jail in this era. But like I said, I always thank him because before I got to high school, I don't think I was mentally tough, and he did stuff to test us. So now that we're grown, like nothing really bothers me now because I just know no matter what I'm going through is eventually gonna end. You know what I'm saying? Like a new day is coming. So I just got to get through this and I'm gonna be good. And that's how he would test us, man. Like I remember like when tryouts and all that stuff started for basketball, you had like 30 some kids in the gym. But by the end of that first week, it's down to about 20. Now you got about 16. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
it was like everybody wanted to come out for basketball. It was a thing. But bro, we wouldn't even touch a ball like the first 3 practices. We'll just run. And that's how he figured out who wanted to actually be on the team and play or who was just out there just to be out there. And he'll run
Mm-hmm.
them off quick. He'll run them off without even telling them they gotta go. They'll get tired of running and they'll quit. So that was him mentally. He just instilled in us like as a young boy. So like that's why like by my senior year, we used to be asking for more sprints, more suicides and all that because we wanted to be in shape. So that's why like when we lost game before state, we was on the plan with 6 players pretty much. You feel me? But we was all in
Mm-hmm.
shape.
Yeah. Yo, I remember. I remember, man. Y'all that with Nas and all y'all, that was Jefferson. Man, but the thing about Nas, Nas used to trip me out, man. Hey, if Nas ain't hit the floor at least 10 times a night,
Yeah.
he wasn't playing.
He was D Wade for D Wade.
Yeah, man.
He was D Wade for D Wade.
That
Smoke.
joker right there is to hit the floor. Man, because sometimes when he hit the floor, I'm like, man, damn, man, Nas all right.
Yeah.
Man, this joker hit the floor hard.
That's why I tell people, like, the difference between me and him, like, Smoke did everything. Like, he just did everything. Like, both of us were dogs in our own right. But Smoker in the game, sometimes Smoker only had like 8 points. But I just gonna have like 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals.
He got all the stuff that you're even looking at.
Yeah, that's the thing. Smoke gonna fill the stat sheet. That just was him. And like he had some games where he'll have 28 points, 11 rebounds, 37 points, 14 rebounds. That's why I was like, it might have been better scorers or something that came through Jefferson, but I don't think there is a better basketball player than Smoke. Smoke, one of the few that every year varsity average 15 plus points.
And so listen,
double-digit rebounds every year.
I want to ask you this now. I had forgot about this. I want to ask you this. That's something I do want to ask you because you hooped at Jefferson and you know the history of Jefferson basketball. I seen it, but you know it better than me because you actually played it. It's a big difference. So your top 5 Jefferson, it don't matter what position it is, Jefferson hoopers.
Shit. Like I said, I definitely gotta put Smoke. Because like I said, he was 6'2", averaging a double-double 3 straight years at Jefferson. Yeah, that's unheard of. You feel me? Monray, I gotta say Monray Lightfoot. Monray's left hand. Monray averaged like 22, 23, I believe, his senior year. Led Big Ben in scoring, and that joke could jump out the gym. He was just great to watch. I gotta say, just off seeing him as a kid playing in open runs and stuff, man, that Derek Bird. Derek Bird graduated in the 80s, but he was in like just seeing him as a kid, the way he moved out on the floor, Derek was different. Then I probably gotta go. I gotta go with the people I seen because so Sam Jones, Coach Graham, them, I only heard stories or whatever. But I like to always my top 5 always be the players that I seen, and I gotta say DeMario. DeMario was Big Man Player of the Year. Hold up, my bad. You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, somebody calling me. DeMario, Big Ben Player of the Year. I believe he led Big Ben in scoring. And we knew he was coming. Like I said, his 9th grade year was our senior year, I believe, and we was trying to get him, or maybe it was 10th grade. We were trying to get him to play varsity with us, and they bought him up, but he wasn't ready at the time. But we knew that boy was gonna be special. Like he was one of the ones. So like when we saw what he was doing once we went off to school and stuff, and we heard a story like, dang, DeMario dropped 40 and all that stuff, we weren't shocked. And number 5, I gotta say Ted, bro. Ted Atkins. Cause Ted was probably the best point guard that I got to watch coming up, and Ted locked down on defense. And when I actually went to Florida High, and my first conversation with Coach Blizzard, Brett Blizzard, dad, he literally asked about Ted, and he said Ted used to give my son fits. And Brett, in my opinion, is a top 5 player that came out of
Blizzard. I know you talking
white boy Brett. Yes, sir.
He's a shooting threes.
Best shooter I've ever seen in my life, bro. Like I rarely put people over me as a shooter. But I remember when I went to Florida High, he would have a drill. Brett used to have to hit 10 out of 12 threes before he moved to the next spot. And he used to do that like it wasn't nothing. That boy was a sniper. But yeah, they don't be my top 5. I go Smoke, Derek Bird, Monray, Ted, and DeMario. Them would be my top 5. No order, but them would be my top 5 overall. That I seen with my own eyes. So no disrespect to Sam Jones, Graham, and I never seen them play or whatever. But just off legendary stuff, yeah. Or even Coach Parrish. I never saw Coach Parrish play or whatever. But I always go off what I visually seen. And
It's
Samson Martin was cold too. Yep.
yeah, it's different from. That's what I tell you too. Like if I seen them, it's different. It's different when you actually.
Yeah, you
It's
go by
different.
your
Yeah.
eyes. So older people gonna have a different top 5 than you, and they should because they seen like Robert Williams, the guy from the '70s. I think that's Ted Daddy. That Joker had games where he was averaging like 30 points and 20 rebounds. Like he was going crazy at Jefferson in the late '70s. I never seen him though.
Right. So you can't. Film can't do you no justice. That's why I say
hmm
film can't do you no justice. This is you actually seen these people. It's a lot different.
Absolutely.
Um, but I definitely that was something I wanted to ask you. About was that about Jefferson and
Yeah, that's my 5, bro. Yeah, that's my 5. I'm rolling with that.
you rolling with that. Gotcha.
hmm
Man, so NBA, man. LeBron went to the 76ers. We got it. We got to talk about it.
Yeah,
So what you
I
think,
don't
Chris? What you think?
I don't like it because it contradicts everything that they were saying all in the interviews, trying to act like he don't care about winning rings and all this other stuff. He was like ring culture destroying ball and
Yeah.
all that other stuff. But once Jaylen Brown got traded to the 76ers and that team was a super team all by itself, now you're joining that team because you see an easy ring. Because you have no affiliation with the 76ers. The 76ers wasn't even on one of the teams they were talking about before that Jaylen Brown trade happened. So now you got a finals MVP in Jaylen Brown, all NBA player in Jaylen Brown. You got a former NBA MVP in Joel
LB.
Embiid. Now you got Tyrese Maxey, all NBA player, all star. And you got VJ Escom, he probably would have been an all-star in the next year or so if Bron and them going there. And he averaged 16 as a rookie. And now you add LeBron in that team. That team is this would probably be the greatest, in my opinion, it's the greatest starting 5 we've ever seen. They got 4 people that averaged 20 in the previous year, plus your 5th player averaged 16.
Hey, boy, Chris, you said so, man. Everybody trying to downplay this star lineup, man. I'm trying to. I say, man, look here.
All right.
LeBron knew. And the same thing I said. So I'm thinking. I said I said it on podcast. I said it was Miami or Cleveland to me. That's because I thought Golden State had to do too much to get AD, and I didn't think that was gonna happen. So I felt like, and I ain't like you say, the 76ers were nowhere even in the conversation. But boom, like you say, when Jaylen Brown got traded, all that's changed. But man, I just knew he was going. I thought they was gonna do something with Cleveland and try to get Kyrie back. I thought they was gonna make like a trade or something like that. That's what I thought was gonna happen. But man, they come out the 76ers.
Your theme music.
Huh?
Your theme music playing on my end.
It is. Hold on.
It's clapping now, so I think it's going off. Or then start it back over.
I don't know. Hold on. Can you hear it now?
No, it's gone. Yeah, it's gone.
All right.
But yeah, that he saw an easy ring, and don't get me wrong, like at the end of the day, it's about winning or whatever. But it's how you do it, and like I say, it ain't gonna come off the way you think it is. Because everything he's trying to do, he's trying to they trying to put out a narrative to get rid of all the stuff that Jordan did, but everybody literally sees what, like, bro, you were wearing number 23. You wearing number 23. And you didn't make 23 your own. Then you try to make another Space Jam that don't that don't do the same, don't even do close to numbers that the old Space Jam did with a bigger budget. And now you're trying to be like, oh no, it's the 6 rings and all this other, like, bro, you are great. Like, I will forever say this. Nobody in the history of any sport has been greater longer than LeBron James. What he's doing is immaculate. Like Charles Barkley say, it's arguably the greatest story of all time. LeBron has never been in trouble. He's been a stand-up person, great role model for kids. You gotta appreciate him as a black man doing it, and to play this long with no scandals, getting out and all this stuff, because what the media loves to tear people down. So if they could have found some dirt on Bron, it would have been out. It would have been out. So like I said, I appreciate everything he's doing and stuff as a role model, but I don't like the narrative that like he has his people out here pushing, like Rich Paul and them stating, oh, this and that. Like, bro, you got multiple teammates better than anybody Michael Jordan ever played with.
Thank you. Nah, and I like what you said about that, because I seen Rich Paul talking about some Jordan would have never won without Scottie Pippen. I say, man, people got to stop this.
Yep, and that's the thing. LeBron just had multiple Scottie Pippens. Like, LeBron, does LeBron win in Miami without Dwayne Wade?
No.
Does he win in Cleveland without Kyrie? No. Does he win in LA without Anthony Davis? No, he don't. And you're gonna be able to say the same thing with the team. And I will say this: if Embiid is not healthy, the 76ers not gonna win.
They're not gonna win. That's what I tell you about. That's the main key is Embiid.
Yeah.
If Embiid could be his MVP self, they're gonna be unstoppable.
Yeah. They will have a legendary season. If he's healthy, they will be a threat to win over 70 games.
But I feel like if I'm Nick Nurse, that's the coach. Nurse the coach. If I'm him, I ain't playing Embiid every game.
Yeah,
I gotta have him healthy. I gotta have him healthy in the postseason.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna make the postseason if Embiid don't even play the whole. If he don't play but half the games,
mm-hmm.
They gonna make the postseason. But
they loaded.
They loaded.
They was a contender without LeBron.
Right.
They was a contender without LeBron. Jaylen Brown going there made them crazy. That was a nice 4. Now LeBron comes there with the experience and stuff, and he's still playing at a high level. That makes them scary. But it's in my opinion, it's a cheap ring. But it's it's like I said, if this would be equivalent to Michael Jordan joining the Spurs or something in the early 2000s, joining Tim Duncan, or joining Shaq and Kobe. You going to a team that has 3 top 20 players, and now you adding y'all got 4 top 20 players, and Edgecombe, arguably one of the top young players.
Right.
That's crazy. Now you adding KCP, and now they're saying Klay Thompson might go to.
I've seen that.
I think Klay washed though, but still,
and like what you said, when that was the other day on Facebook, if Mike was ring chasing, why he went to the Wizards? Like,
absolutely, that was like, Mike didn't ring chase. Like, they literally went to Michael Jordan, asked Michael Jordan what he thought about Dennis Scott coming. I mean, not Dennis Scott, Dennis Rodman coming. Like, Michael Jordan didn't go recruit none of them. Like, he wasn't that tight. Michael Jordan he was so mentally different. He just thought he could beat everybody. That was just his mentality. LeBron mentality, like I say, he's great, but his mentality is like, I'd rather have the best team so I can try to go through boom, boom.
Yep.
Because the narrative they try to push, like, but look, he played Karl Malone and John Stockton them in the finals back to back. like, who are they? Bro, do people realize John Stockton and Karl Malone
Karl
swept?
Malone.
They swept Hakeem Olajuwon and them. They whooped Gary Payton and Sean Kemp. You feel me? Like to
Mhm.
win the West in the 90s. All
Yeah.
right, you got to think the West was loaded in the 90s. Think about how many teams went to the finals in the 90s. Like you had the Lakers, the Portland Trailblazers, the Phoenix Suns, the Houston Rockets twice, the Jazz twice, the Supersonics. You feel me? The Spurs in '99. Like it was damn near
Yeah.
different. And it was hell to get through the West back then. So
Yeah.
you can't knock people like John Stockton and them. And
I
then
hate when they get them
yeah, that's
them narratives talking about something like he ain't play nobody stop this man.
that
You sitting at home.
system. That Utah Jazz system was hell. Like Phil Jackson literally said they tanked games to avoid Shaq being against that pick and roll in the 90s because they beat Shaq and Kobe in the 90s.
Right.
Like, so you can't say John Stockton and Karl Malone not good when they beat people y'all give credit to.
Yeah.
And people forgot the Orlando Magic in the 96 season. They won 62 or 64 games with Shaq and Penny.
Shaq and Penny.
Michael Jordan swept them.
Yep.
Shaq last game in an Orlando Magic uniform was when they got swept by Michael Jordan. When Jordan went from 45 back to 23, and it was over.
Yep.
That's why I was like, you can act like he ain't play nobody, but people that's old enough, they remember.
Know.
They know. Yeah, they know.
I just don't see it. Just like that season, nobody ain't gonna know. Everybody talking about with LeBron, man. The season that Jordan, I think he scored the most points. He still got the record of most points in a season. And come on, man, this man going 30 for 30 or better a night.
Yeah, Brian has the longevity numbers, but he's not a better scorer than Jordan. He never averaged more than Jordan, and he's never averaged more than Jordan in a season, and he's gonna average Jordan more than Jordan for his career. Jordan averaged 30 for his career, like
30 for his career.
Bron's best season scoring don't even compare to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan in the late 80s, like the man averaged 37 with no. And wasn't even shooting 1 3-pointer per game.
That's another point. This man wasn't even shooting threes.
Yeah, so if he evolves in this era, if Jordan play in this era, and you add the 3-pointer, because you saw later in Jordan's career, he became a 3-point shooter because the game started to evolve. So yes, now you got players that's gonna score more with less shots because they're shooting threes now more than ever. So don't get me wrong, Bron spectacular. But you talking about scoring the ball, greatest player of all time, all that? No. Basketball is a skill sport. There's never been a time we said LeBron was the most skilled player to ever do it. That conversation is for Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. And Kobe Bryant is Michael Jordan, but he extended his game to threes. And the only thing I give Kobe over Michael Jordan, Kobe was a difficult shot maker. Kobe took way tougher shots than Jordan ever did. Jordan would pass the ball instead of taking that shot over 2-3 people. Kobe didn't give a damn. Kobe mentality was like, I'm finna make this shot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. Yeah. I just hate seeing video after video after video after video. People be trying. I say, man, because I say it ain't even no reason to argue with people that think LeBron better than Jordan now. And I say ain't no need me argue with him because it's no reason now. But
yeah, it's not even a conversation. Yes, if you want to talk about longevity, it's Bron hands down. But a lot of that stuff has to do with the medicine and the technology and stuff. Because hell, Tom Brady was all pro and won a Super Bowl in his 40s. that was unheard of back in the day. Rules changed, game less physical now,
because
and
you can't
players are
hit the
more
quarterback
healthy.
like that.
Yeah, more technology out there, more information that gives players the opportunity to stay healthy longer. Now they can play longer and make way more money. Back then, when you got to like 34, 35, you was
It was
considered out of your
yeah.
prime. Now,
Yeah.
yeah, you got to think KD late 30s. KD still playing at a high
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah, it's Bron not gonna be the only one in his 40s playing at a high level. It's other players coming as well. But right now, like I said, he's setting the standard. Bron finna play 25 plus years
Yeah.
at a high level, and that is unheard of in any sport. That's why you got to give him his flowers on that behalf. But there's never been a time his peak was higher than Michael Jordan's
No.
because Bron's skill level was there, and then you can't dismiss all the choke jobs. Like
Thank
you can't dismiss that
2000,
stuff. Like
2011 with the Mavericks.
yeah, a lot of
He had
people gave him a pass in 2007 when they were playing against my Spurs. Bron shot 36% from the field. The Spurs were sagging literally off him, forcing him to drive because he knew he couldn't make mid-range shots. And I will give credit to Bron on that. That series made Bron better as a player because Bron was so used to just getting to the goal, and he was a streaky shooter too, but he couldn't rely on his jump shot to win games. So he got better. And then but 2007, he froze in the headlights. There's never been a player that we consider top 5, top 10 that ever looked that bad in the finals. You won't find a match. You will find a game or a quarter or something where one of your top players not performing at a high level, but not for a whole series.
Right.
You averaging like 27 or something in the season, and you average 17 in the NBA Finals. Like Jason Terry outscored you, and he came off the bench.
Came off the bench. Jay Terry came off the
Yeah,
bench.
and so how am I gonna say you the greatest scorer ever when you the third leading scorer in the finals on your own team, and y'all were losing? That's more. You got to put up shots at that point. He didn't. He averaged 4 points, I believe, in the fourth quarter in that finals, and he had one game he didn't score at all in the finals in the fourth quarter.
And when you saying that, Jordan, that don't happen. Even in losses, Jordan still showed up.
Jordan never had a fourth quarter in his career that he didn't, and especially in the playoffs, never didn't score in the fourth quarter. Jordan never went to a game 7 in the NBA Finals. It like that meant he was different, dog.
Correct.
He was different.
I just don't see. And then I try to tell man, this man with three. Not he didn't do a 3P once. He did it twice, man. Come on.
You gotta think
I don't care how sorry the competition is. If you that is hard to even get to the championship, but go 3 times in a row.
Yeah, that was it. And walk away, come back and do it again. He come back and do it again. And that's another thing too. Like you gotta value winning at the highest level. And Bron has 4 rings, which is great. But you're gonna look back at Bron's career and you're gonna say, okay, pretty much from 2010 summer when he signed on to play with the Miami Heat till right now, outside of his first year with the Lakers, I believe, he was on a super team every year, and he only won 4 rings. That's pretty much Michael Jordan's whole career. So if you put Michael Jordan on a super team for 14, 15 years, Michael Jordan winning more than 4 times. Like, fact that people consider Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman a super team compared to Kevin Love and Kyrie and Chris Bosh and
Wade.
And you still got Mike Miller and all these guys that could have been way better on other teams, but they sacrificed to play on this super team. Jordan had like B.J. Armstrong
Yep.
coming off the bench.
Cartwright.
Bill Cartwright. Bro, Tony Kukoc is a Hall of Famer because of Michael Jordan. Tony Kukoc.
Correct.
Don't get me wrong, Tony Kukoc was a hell of an international player,
Right.
but he's not in the Hall of Fame without the Marines with the Bulls.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Hell of an international player, but you saw Jordan and Scottie Pippen pump him in the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
They pumped him, literally. Yeah, that's why I like you got when you look back, like bro, Michael Jordan. I mean, LeBron is gonna probably have 20 Hall of Fame teammates when he retires. You got to think he got Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony,
Yeah.
like all these people played with him. Chris Bosh, Kevin Love, all these people played with LeBron. He's gonna and not shoot. He probably got 3 on the 76ers team right now. Well, I know he got 3.
He got 3 on the
76ers team right now.
You got
Luka
and Brown.
Luka's gonna be a Hall of Famer. LeBron is gonna have a shitload of Hall of Fame teammates. Even old ass Shaq still was giving him doubles in Cleveland before he left. You know what I'm saying? Like he had way more help than Jordan ever had. Take LeBron off and take Jordan off their team and just put their teammates up. Build a team with LeBron teammates and build a team with Jordan best teammates. And LeBron teammates will sweep them.
They're gonna win.
By a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, and it be getting crazy, man. I'm like, man. When guys even come up to me and I say it ain't no debate, ain't no talk about it. I say it's Jordan all day. I ain't gonna even. They don't even going back and forth with you about what why and this and that. If you don't see the reason why, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just watching back, like I tell people, if in any sport, you ain't got to be a professional at it and this and that. If you just know sports and just watch with your eye test, I'd say the eye test ain't nothing better than the eye test. What can you see when you turn the tape on? And every time I turn the tape on, every time I think about the tape, it's just Jordan. He was that one.
But think about all these great players that have built careers off of Jordan moves. Bro, Kobe Bryant is a top 5 player using all of Michael Jordan moves. He is a top 5 player because he was the closest thing to Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
that was like you got to think all Kobe moves outside of the 3-point shot, but his hezzies, his fadeaways, all that stuff come from Michael Jordan. Kyrie, footwork, Kawhi footwork, and Jason Tatum footwork. They all trained with Kobe. Yeah. And all that is a product of all that is a product of Michael Jordan. It's a product of Michael Jordan. All their footwork, especially like in their post play, Kawhi's mid range, all that stuff, it's come from them working with Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it's no knock on it, but if you're teaching your kids skill work, the only thing you would want from LeBron as far as skill work that you want his passing, his vision. But you're not teaching the kid to shoot like LeBron or dribble like LeBron. A skill sport where LeBron is special and he's a unicorn because of his size. His size and athleticism make him different. If LeBron was 6'4" with that same skill set, he would have been out the league long time ago. But he's a 6'9" freaking monster.
That's why I say, man, this Joe 6. I say, man, he don't have no other choice. I say he's supposed to be doing it. He ain't got no other choice. He's 6'9", 260. Man, I say and can move.
Yeah.
I say, hey, you can't. How you gonna stop that?
Yeah, but like I said, if you talking skill, that's why I don't put guys like Shaq over Tim Duncan.
Hey,
Shaq was super dominant. Yeah. Yeah.
hey, Chris, you see that? The man.
Yes, sir.
And
Yeah. Shaq super dominant. Shaq had a nice little baby hook or
yeah,
whatever, but
yeah.
give Shaq Tim Duncan's skill set. And Shaq is the greatest player of all time.
Hey, hey, what you say? That listen, because I said if Shaq had I tell people if Shaq had the like LeBron, the fitness, the like eating and stuff like that, his diet, like LeBron, like you say, he'll be the best player ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
And it's kind of bad to say, but I say it all the time. I like Shaq low key underachieved. Shaq should have way more than 4 rings.
That's true. That is true.
And I tell you all the time, if Tim Duncan played with prime Penny Hardaway, prime Dwayne Wade, and prime Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan probably has 8, 9 rings more. And Tim Duncan has 5 without playing with neither.
Right.
And Duncan had Shaq has 4, but Shaq should have way more. That's the man.
Hey, Chris, man, this the man. I don't care. That's the 90. That paper cap. That's the 93. Man, listen, he I tell people, man, he was just that one. He was just one of them ones. I give it to, like you say, I give LeBron flowers, man. He done his thing, longevity and
Top 5 all time.
yeah, he's up there, and he just not better than Jordan. I tell people, I'm not knocking him. I'm not knocking him. He just not better than MJ. That's just a, everybody got their opinion, but I just feel like if you watch basketball, know basketball, I don't see how you could put him over Jordan. I just don't.
No, not if you're a fan of skill. If you just a fan, if you're a fan of, and like I say, he didn't win more. He just, like I said, his size is hard. Like I said, I saw him in person in AAU as a high schooler. I remember coming home. I always say him and Amara Stoudemire probably was the 2 I looked at, and I was like, "Wow, these niggas my age, and they are huge."
I hear stories about Amara Stoudemire.
Oh yeah, Mar was most dominant. He was the most dominant high school player I ever seen. I think Cameron Boozer is the best high school basketball player ever came through Florida. But dominant, goddamn, Mar Stoudemire was a man child.
Who you say the best come out of Florida? Cameron Boozer?
Yeah, easily.
Which one? The kid?
The twin, the big twin that just went number 3 in the draft.
Oh, okay, the one that just went to the NBA.
Yeah, you got to think he won 4 high school state championships in a row. He was National Player of the Year twice.
I remember
3 times. He the first to win Mr. Basketball 3 times. Well, him and I think Joel Berry did it. He got 3 Mr. Basketballs, 2 National Player of the Year, 4 state championships, a national championship. He got 3 Nike EYBL AAU championships. They were the first to do that. And he was the National Player of the Year as a freshman in college, and he just went number 3 in the draft. Nobody from Florida has, bro. You got to be perfect to even match up with him.
Yeah.
Like you got to be perfect.
Yeah.
Like he lost in the I think the Elite 8 or the Final 4 this year, at Duke or whatever. But like I said, it wasn't no question who was the best college player in the nation, and he won National Player of the Year by a landslide. So and you got to think the man just turned 19 a few weeks ago.
I was about to say, yeah, he's young.
Yeah,
he young.
Yeah, he did all that. He did all that still at 18. He was the best player in college basketball at 18 years old, and got drafted top 3 before he turned 19.
Did you like him over DeBonza and the other kid, Peterson?
So I always say, like, when it comes to ceiling, I think DeBonza's ceiling can be better. It's higher than Cam. I think Cam is the safest pick. I think Cam, you're gonna probably get close to a double from him for probably the next decade plus or whatever. But AJ DeBonsa and Darren Peterson, their ceiling could be arguably top 5 in the league in 3 years.
Now,
So
what about your boy from now I think he got a high ceiling. I think he gonna be better than a couple of them. Your boy Wilson from
yeah,
North Carolina.
yeah, and shoot, and like I say, it looked like North Carolina was holding him back, man. Like
They had to,
that boy,
man.
he a way better shooter than everybody thought. Like
Man,
he's
he came out summer league acting up.
Yeah, he had fresh legs and stuff too, because he hadn't played since he got hurt early in college too. So he definitely had fresh legs. But seeing him in summer league, I was definitely impressed with him. Like, but I say that draft had technically 4 number 1 picks. Like they had 4 kids that you can make a case could have been number 1, and it ain't no knock. It was a deep draft, and this was a good year to have a top 4 pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a real good draft. It was a real good draft. That especially, and they had talent in the bottom too. They had talent all through it. Because I forget the kid name that went to what's his name? I think he went to Cleveland, and I forget the kid name, but he got off. He kept the other kid from Arkansas, not Acuff, the other kid.
Oh, Brazil.
Him.
Yeah.
He nice. He nice.
Very athletic.
Nice. That kid right there. He real nice. He real nice. But yeah, not the Bonds, but the Wilson kid, man. Cause I'm like, I seen him at North Carolina. He looked like he shifty and got nice speed. But man, when I see him in summer league, I'm like, man, what like you say, North Carolina had to be holding him back.
Yeah, he could literally play on the wing.
Yeah, he was looking good. I'm like, man, I ain't never seen that from him.
Yeah.
But them guys be one and done. So college, it'd be hard to get everything you want out of a kid when you know they're leaving. They gone. You know what I mean? They stand there, they out.
Yeah.
So, but I think the kid from what's gonna be good too. Michigan. What's the kid?
Oh yeah, so yeah, he's strong.
Yeah.
He going to a good situation too.
Right.
Like they gonna teach him how to play in Golden State. He a little older. Like he like 24 already or whatever. But he's tough. He's tough.
I think he gonna be nice. I even think the kid from I forget where he went though. Oh, he went to the Spurs. He fell off in a good spot. The kid from UConn.
Reed. Yeah.
Reed, yeah.
Yeah, that was a steal for them. I actually think they got 2 steals because if Quaintance can be healthy, the kid from Kentucky, like he messed up. I think he got to have another surgery, but like they pretty much drafted him to stash him. That boy, like I think they got 2 steals. Spurs did well in the draft.
Yeah, they did because the kid Reed. I'm like, hold on, I seen this boy. This boy get off. He got off of the in the tournament. Man, Reed looked good.
Yeah, he tough.
But yeah, this year NBA gonna be nice. You see the Timberwolves got what you think about Ball going there with
I don't like the fit. I don't like the fit, but like I say, playing with better players sometimes bring out a better basketball player in you. So, like I said, I don't think he's gonna take the same shots there.
That he took at Charlotte.
Yeah, because he
was just
he played a lot of freestyle basketball, and that's like all that shit look good in the regular season, but once the game slows down, people gonna be like, what the hell is he doing in the playoffs? Because that's when everything get analyzed. Because people just look at stats in the season, but come playoffs, Now you be like, damn, that turnover in the fourth quarter, that this and that, that's why they lost. Now
That's why
that
they
shit
lost.
got you sent home. And now
That's what
that's a different discussion.
yeah,
So
exactly.
I truly think the next 2 years gonna make or break Lonzo Ball. Melo Ball. Is he a star or is he just a good player? Cause now you on a team that has expectations. So you got to think Charlotte had a decent season last year, and
They did.
they still pretty much clean house. They were like,
Knipple.
yeah,
I knew it was keeping
they
him.
got rid of Bridges. Yeah, I think they got rid of they're gonna build around Miller
Knipple
and
and
Canuck.
Miller. Yeah.
Yep, they clean house after they probably this year showed crazy promise. You like, damn, bro, the Hornets might be out in a year or so, and they
Right.
traded all the
Everybody.
yeah,
But
yeah,
you could tell they want to go to Knipple. You could tell because Knipple look good. He could shoot a three. What he shoot 40-something%. He shoots
yeah.
over 40% on the three. He's pretty good now. He's nice.
Mhm. Yeah, he gonna give you the same points as Melo without the same amount of shots.
Right.
He way more efficient, and he's gonna play
And
within the offense.
and you know why I think they got rid of they felt comfortable getting rid of the ball because Kobe White came in playing good.
Yeah,
Kobe White looked good this year.
yeah, cause they can play in the season. Cause you can't put a guy like Con Knipple on a team with somebody that just gonna be out there jacking up shots and all the other stuff. You like that's why. Like I said, I don't like the fit with him and Ant-Man, but Ant-Man is a dog. Ant-Man is an alpha. So I truly believe he gonna put Melo in his place. But I still got to see it first. But I still don't think it's a good fit as far as winning basketball.
You're right. And the Celtics, I think the Celtics did the dumbest thing they ever could do. Get rid of Jaylen Brown.
Yeah. I think it was time, but I think they could have got more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The trade was done, but you could just tell him and JT just off the rumors the last 2-3 years, because Brown probably been pissed off that his name been in the rumors the last 3 years of being
Yeah.
traded. The
Trade.
Celtics been trying to trade him, but then again, you don't want to pay two players $300 million.
And they not. That's what. And they weren't gonna do that. That's the
Nah,
thing.
nah, you don't want to pay
Yeah.
like Tatum more marketable. Tatum just a better player, but Jaylen Brown he's a dog, and like I said, he just you want more efficiency out of him, but like I said, he had a great season. Like he actually carried them at a high level this year.
Because
But
nobody thought they was gonna be even in the playoffs.
yeah, the East was weak as hell too. Though this was a good year for the Knicks to run through that shit because Embiid wasn't healthy. Giannis pretty much didn't play. The Heat sucked.
Yeah.
Like the Pistons and the Cleveland Cavaliers got better and all that, but they weren't real contenders. Nobody saw them for real.
No.
Yeah, like I say. But now I feel like with the trades, like it was like I say, Miami. I still think they need to make another move.
I think so too, man. They need some shooting. They need some shooting down
Yeah,
there.
they should have kept Norman Powell. They should have
kept Powell. I'm
They
with
should
you
have
on that.
kept that. That's gonna hurt them. But like I say, as far as matchups, the 76ers gonna have to beat teams like the Heat shooting the ball. Cause boy, inside they're gonna be one of the few teams that ain't got a double Embiid. That's gonna be
Correct.
their strength. That's gonna be their strength. They ain't got a double Embiid because Giannis can guard Embiid straight up and bam.
And bam.
So yeah, that's what their strength is gonna be. But I still feel like they need better guards and they need a sniper. Like if they could have made that trade in some kind of way, kept Tyler Hero, it would have been that would have been a better situation.
would've been-
Or Norman Powell. They needed you gotta have one of them. Losing both of them, that's tough. That's tough.
And the reason why I feel like they lost Norman Powell because they didn't get to pay him last year, and they had to pay him this year, and he wanted that was his first. This is gonna be his first big contract. He wanted him a big contract. That's why he dipped.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you got to take care of your family. Yeah,
Yeah.
you trying to like, yeah, you want to win and all the other shit, but at the end of the day, 20 years from now, nobody gonna be like, damn, boy, Norman Powell ain't win no championship. Nobody, he's not gonna be in any debates
Nope.
or what. That's why I don't. It'd be crazy to me when I see role players taking big ass pay cut. Like David West, I never forget. He took a big ass pay cut to go to the Spurs years ago. Like he literally opted out his contract to take a small contract just to have a chance to win. Like, bro, nobody's gonna give a damn if you won or lost,
Right.
bitch.
Right.
But 20 years from now, he gonna be one of them players. Well, not saying he would, but he could be one of them players where he be like, yeah, man, I lost all this other stuff. You see so many players now saying how broke they are,
Right.
and a lot of them like that's why I like, bitch, I would never take a pay cut. Bitch, I'm going, my worth is my worth. If y'all can't
Yep.
pay me, somebody else will.
Yep. And they love to say take the team the friendly discount, man. Listen, I got a
Shit.
friendly discount for you. You can
Right,
get that. You can get that crap to somebody else. I want all mine.
right.
If
It's
I'm up and you can trade me, if y'all ain't want to pay me, trade me to somebody.
yeah, because it's like what, maybe 3 players now that people will care about that don't have a ring. If Embiid retires and don't have a ring, they're gonna talk about it. If Luka retires and don't have a ring, they're gonna talk about it. Right now, everybody else, like nobody's really gonna give a damn if Cade Cunningham wins a ring or not. Paulo, they're
Yeah.
not gonna be in any discussions
Yeah.
20 years from now.
No.
But the legends, the players that got a chance to be in that top 20, top 25 all time range, yeah, they gonna care about their legacy. Like Luka gonna have to win one.
Luka got to win one. The
Embiid gotta win one.
Lakers got to win one with Luka.
Yeah, that's why I say Embiid probably was the biggest recruiter for LeBron because I know he like I gotta win. Like Embiid never been to the finals, the conference finals.
Right. Yeah.
Like Trey Young, you gotta think Trey Young took the Hawks to the conference finals, and Embiid had never been. That's
Yeah. I remember when Lil Trey. I remember when he was going off on that too.
oh yeah, I straight yeah.
That's when he went to New York. It was putting it on the Knicks.
Shoot, they sent Embiid on that year too.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, they sent Embiid. That's the year that was when Ben Simmons froze up. That was against the Hawks.
Yep. That was against the Hawks. Didn't it go game 7?
Yeah, it was 6 or 7. Yeah, he wouldn't shoot the ball. He was scared to shoot the ball by the rim. He kicked the ball out.
By the rim and kick the ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was against the Hawks.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, Chris.
Nah, I was waiting on you.
Hey, but man, I want you to, before I get you out of here today, man, I want you to we've been talking about NBA. I want you to talk about your son a little bit more, and I want to. What are some colleges you'll love for him to go? I know it might not be as long as anybody give him a situation or a scholarship. You probably say you'll give a damn where he go at, as long as he get it.
Yeah. Well, if you ask him, like he got a naturally like he like Duke now because of me. So he's a Duke kid, but honestly, yeah, he just loves to play ball, man. So if he gets a full ride to FAMU, he'll be happy. He just want to play ball at the next level. He's now like the only middle school kid that's playing with the varsity right now, like in practice. Like literally right now, he's in practice with them because he likes getting after it or whatever. So, but yeah, it'll be dope for him to live out his dream, and that's as a parent, that's all you really want to see is your child live out their dream. But as hard as he worked, like I said, I'm just proud just to see him. Like he texts me every day, like, Dad, what time we going to the gym? Dad, are we going to the weight room? Dad, like he likes getting after it, and that's as a parent, like that's part of it because you see people say, yeah, you don't want to force your kid to do something, but if your kid tell you, hey, Dad, this is what I want to do, now it's your job as a parent, trainer, whatever your role is in his life to
that
push.
is your time. That is your time. That's the time.
That's when you push. Yeah, that's when you push
That's when you
them.
push.
Because if you ask your child, do you want to go to the gym today? Do you? Because they're going to be kids at the end of the day. It's going to be times that child don't feel like going, but you know he needs to be there. So you got to install that. No, we're going to go work out today. Like, I know you tired, but you got to push through because that's going to teach them. Like, it's going to become part of their life. So now I don't have to ask CJ, do he want to go to the gym? Cause he's gonna ask me, or he gonna be like, "Dad, are we still going to the gym at 5:30? Dad, are we still doing this?" So yeah, so most of the days this summer we did 2 days. We got up some mornings, we go run on the football field. He flipped the tire. He do jump box, jump over hurdles. He's way more athletic than I ever was. Like my son 5'10" now. He's grabbing the rim with no problem. Like like I was in high school before I grabbed the rim or whatever, and I'm way taller than he was or whatever. So he's gonna like I don't know, man. He just a different kid, and like I said, I'm proud of him just to see the work that he putting in, and like I find myself like I said, saying a lot of stuff to him that was told to me growing up. Like I say so many things that Coach Graham instilled in me to him is crazy. Like he was playing bad one game, and I wasn't even there. And I texted mama. I told him to take that damn head man off, because that Coach Graham did that to us.
That
Because
headband
yeah,
make you play
yeah,
bad.
you think you out there, you think you out there cool and trying to look good instead of doing what you supposed to do. Because that's like the crazy thing. Like once they experience a little success at a high level, you got to kind of reel them back in and be like, the work ain't done. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like when we went to IMG and we beat their national team, and they had a bunch of like high schoolers on their national team, and we had all middle school kids last year, and we beat their national team. That was like a moment for them kids, bro. Like our tallest player was 6 foot. They had 6'4", 6'5", ninth graders and stuff. Our tallest player was 6 foot, and we beat DME Academy with that same team. We went up to beat the Villages. We beat their middle school team. We won 2 tournaments. We only lost 2 times last year, and it was against the same damn team, Hope Academy. Good team. They beat us twice. We actually played them in a tournament, and we lost to them. And I asked the coach, can we run that back? And they was like, oh, absolutely. So they came to us like way after the season was over, and for us to rematch them, and they beat us on our damn floor. We was up fucking 13 and lost the game. But yeah, it was a battle. But yeah, it's
You come
yeah.
back fast in basketball now with them threes.
Oh yeah, it's a different game now, man. But yeah, but like I say, like the work that he putting in is definitely gonna play off, and I'm hoping for the best for him. And like I say, the work that he putting in is getting noticed already. So I don't think he's gonna have a problem going to school. It's just now, where and all that other stuff. But we got years before we get the baby steps.
Baby stuff, yeah. But man, I just want to commend you on because it's because I see so many fathers that's there but not there. But um I always commend especially guys I know or guys I grew up with, guys I, been
Mhm.
around, and I see them with their kids like Maurice, Trey, Norris, I could name a lot of people that I grew up with. We went to school together, whatever, and
Yeah,
I see they put time in with their kids because it's so many. Um, I love that because, like I say, it's so many parents that it's all these kids at the track meet, and you only see so many parents there
yeah,
with the kids, and it's these. You could tell these kids are devastated, or they don't run the same, or they're not the same kid. You could see the
Mhm.
difference when somebody shows up and when somebody don't show up. Um, Man, because I remember I used to tell Mama, hey, I need to be hearing you in the stand. At my track meet shoot. I need to see you. I don't care about nobody else. As long as you come to the track meet, I'm good.
Yeah,
That make my whole day right there. I look
absolutely.
up, I look up there and see her. Man, it's on game on. Y'all done lost today.
Yeah,
Y'all ain't winning today. But
Absolutely. I think 4 years of high school and middle school combined, I remember my mom missing one game. All my like I knew when we looked in the stand, my mom would be there. We hear and we hear Nars' mama. She was gonna be there yelling. Nars' mama be yelling at games. He wasn't even playing then.
I was about to say, Lord, mama yelling anyway.
Yeah, but that was the thing. Like we definitely had community support and love, and that was like they parents became our parents, and it was just a like I say it was just a different time, and just to see the state that Jefferson is in now, like with all the sport like basketball and all that other stuff, like football is definitely growing, and they had like I said they had a solid season last season, but it's just I don't know. It's just a different vibe. That the Eye of the Tiger just ain't the same.
It's not. It's not the same.
It ain't.
Nope. And I felt we got it back when we was there coaching with Coach Brown that year we won the championship football.
Yeah, Coach. Yeah,
Um,
Coach Spears and them started that back up, and
yeah,
Brown took it,
yeah,
and they finished the job off. But yeah, I would say Red and them class was a big part of that. Even though they didn't win state, but they Red and Deuce and all them boys.
Yeah,
Them boys,
all of
yeah,
them
them boys,
before.
yeah, them boys was special. Them boys
Yeah.
special.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So hopefully we get all that. Hopefully Jefferson get back where it was, man. Because I remember, man. I tell people, boy, if you could shoot, you could. If you thought you could shoot and go down to the park in Jefferson, you'll find out if you're a shooter real quick.
Nah, yeah. It was like I say, it was a lot of competitiveness back in the day. Like I said, the older players embraced the younger players, and it was a standard set. Like them boys from the late 90s, 97, 98, 99, they set the standards for us. You feel me? Like, so we would be at the park playing with Rock, Maurice Hayes, Monterey, and all them. We'll be playing with them, as kids. And they'll be challenging us, not taking it easy on us, damn they wanting to fight us and stuff. Because once we got 9th, 10th grade, we was able to stand up and play with them. You feel me? So now, like when we become seniors in high school, like high school ball, way more easy because we've been playing grown men since we was babies. You feel me?
Yep.
And I'm sure that was the same for them. I'm sure like Sampson and all them older boys set the table for them. But that's why I say I always give them credit. They were deeper than us. Ted and all them, their classes and their team, they were deeper than us for sure. With Stanley Sim, Brent, Maurice, Monterey, Rock, Spanky, all them boys. Like we played at the park with all them. Now, granted, we were better. they ain't gonna want to admit that, but yeah, when we got like we lost game before state like they did, and I was without my 6'11" cousin Rail. If Rail stay at Jefferson, we are the greatest team to ever beat us. Cause we was
I remember Rail.
We were top 5 in the state without Rail. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we lost 3-point guard. The triplets, Ronald Don and Arnold, was all supposed to be played, and they all flunked off the team. Black, Jesse Banks, got kicked off the team. Like, bro, we literally went down to like who came out the bench? Rat King and Sean Messi. Yeah, we literally had 7 players, bro, that we could play consistently.
Yeah, I remember. Hey, Black. I remember Black came to Gabby.
Yeah, and he came to us after Black crazy, man. Black, I remember Black had co-parent hot on that boy. We were coming back from Jacksonville. Black crazy, man. Shout out to Jesse, man.
Yeah, he is, boy.
Yeah,
but man, yeah.
But I definitely appreciate the opportunity, man. Come on, chop it up. Yeah, definitely. And like, want to give a shout out to my hometown, Monticello, man. Like I say, no matter, what we going through, where we go, we still all low babies, man. We from the crib, and we, like I say, we grow up. Our parents wanted us to go out into the world, and experience things. And the world, and as you get older, you realize the world a lot bigger than what we experienced and growing up. And you want that for your kids. So I say yes. A lot of people move from Monticello and all that stuff, but the love is still there for our hometown. We always wish them the best, man.
Oh yeah. Hey, everybody. Hey man, thank y'all for coming out with me today, man. I told y'all I have me a great guest on today, man. Chris King came out to chop it up with me today, man. Hopefully get him back on when basketball season start back for he could talk about for he give y'all some basketball analysts on these different games and see what LeBron do.
Yeah.
He and once again, he ain't the GOAT. Just to let y'all know. All the LeBron haters, y'all come on the podcast and we could talk about it. Like I told Chris, I don't really want to talk about it too much more, but if y'all want to come on here and talk about it, we can.
Yeah.
Chris, hey man, thank you for coming on today, man. Hey, everybody out there, this has been another great episode. Chop it up with KJ. Once again, my guest today, Chris King, man. Monticello on. Y'all have a good time out there, and y'all come back and join us on the next episode. Thank y'all.